Hello there my fellow holotable heroes and welcome to another SWGOH video. So I'm back here with another Conquest guide for you. So in this one I'm in Sector 4. I already covered the boss battle in Sector 4, so if you're interested in that video there will be a link in the description below. But here I will actually show you how I completed the marked feat. Now even though it's here it says inflict mark on 40 enemies, it actually also counts when you inflict mark on your allies, such as for example that one of the battles I'll be using troopers, and when Piet applies mark on one of his allies, that counts as well. So I'm assuming also that General Grievous, when he's applying mark on his droids, that this will count as well. So this here, do not let this description misguide you. It's also when you apply marked on your allies that counts as well. And of course you got Jedi Knight Revan there, he can apply mark on the enemies. So there are things like 3 here possible teams that you can use to complete this. In this one I'll show you Jedi Knight Revan and then as well my troopers. As always, before we go into battle we have to mention data discs here. So for this one, as always, you really want deployable cooling systems disc that has a chance to reduce your cooldown, so then you can keep spamming your mark ability, whether it's with Piet or with Jedi Knight Revan. With Grievous, obviously, he doesn't have like an active ability that applies mark, it's more of a passive, so you don't have a full control over there how and when you're applying mark, but with Piet and Jedi Knight Revan you do. And then of course you do want to have some data discs that apply extra buffs like offensive buffs, defensive buffs, heal over time, and things like that. So with these discs out of the way, let me now finally go into the battle and show you the first one here. And the first one will be Jedi Knight Revan. Now the good one to do this is Night Sisters, because as long as you keep zombie alive you can keep reapplying mark on zombie over and over again. If you're going against any other squad, you will eventually take them out and you will be able to only apply mark so many times, where here on zombie you can just keep marking her and let the clock run out for 5 minutes if you want, just that you get marked there a few times. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do here. Obviously you do want to take out first all the main damage dealers here, so getting rid of Asajj, because at the end of the day you do not want to ramp up Asajj too much, because in the end she could potentially one-shot your guys with AoE. So I'm just at the moment first working through all the Night Sisters here, and then we'll just leave Acolyte and Zombie in the end alive. We don't need to worry about Acolyte there in stealth, because Yora does have an AoE, so he'll be able, by keep spending her AoE, to take her out. Just something to bear in mind, if you do leave Acolyte alive you need to have some sort of source of AoEs to then take her down. Now so after a minute it's only down to Zombie and Acolyte, and now what you will do is just keep spamming here over and over. Whenever Revan gets a turn you will mark Zombie, and every time you mark her it will count towards your feat. So not much really here to it. So let me just speed this up. As you can see here I was applying mark over and over again, over and over, as many times as I could. So definitely for this marked feat just find the Night Sister team and then just keep them alive here. I even hit auto at some point, as you can see here, and then obviously time was running out, switched off auto here and just started spamming here AoEs with Yoda to take out their Acolyte. But even if I wouldn't have won the battle, this would still count how many times you marked. But I did need still here feat to win with a full team of Jedi feat, so I did wanted to win the battle here. There we go. So this is the first battle here. So let me show you another one. Now in this one, taking in my troopers. Now they're all like low relic, relic 1, 2, 3 sort of stuff. I think Piet is relic 5. So I'm not sure will these work with gear 12 troopers or not. But anyway, let's just hop into the battle now and I'll just run through this. Also we'll be using Piet here, his ability that applies mark, so let's go ahead apply it over on Stark there. And same as in the Jedi battle, first we do want to burn through the threats here, such as Asajj and Talzin, and then once you're only down to Zombie and another one, you can just literally keep spamming again the ability here. So there we go, got a first kill here. Alright, go after Asajj now, because Asajj can also dispel your buffs, which would then potentially stop your turn meter train. So let's just take her out first. But whenever Piet gets a turn, just apply a mark on another trooper that doesn't have it yet, and this will count here for the feat. So already applied it, what, 3 times now. So this is another great way here with the troopers. They actually, I think you can even apply it more times than you would with Jedi Knight Revan, because just Jedi, they have so much firepower, and Yoda keeps taking so many turns that actually Revan doesn't get that many turns. But here, Piet, he's getting a lot of turns. So there we go, another mark there on Death Trooper. So Piet there is getting a lot of turns. He can keep applying over and over again. And even this one, because we've got such a turn meter train going, you could even leave other Night Sisters alive if you'd want to there. They will hardly ever take a turn, really. But, you know, I was a little bit annoyed with the initiate and her constant counterattacks here. So I said, you know what, just get rid of her. I don't want to deal with her counterattacks. Fine, let's get rid of Talzin. She was about to take a turn anyway. Again, apply mark there. There we go. So only down now to Zombie and Acolyte. So from here on out, basics only on Zombie, and whenever Piet gets a turn, apply a mark on one of your allies that doesn't have it, and you'll be good to go here. And just loop through this sort of sequence over and over again. Now, Jedi Knight Revan, you could hit it on auto and it would work, but here you do have to play it manually because troopers will prioritize their AoEs and special abilities over basics. So I guess while this team can apply quicker and more marks, I'm pretty sure this team could apply 40 marks in a single battle like this. Jedi Knight Revan is auto-playable once you're only down to Acolyte and Zombie. So there we go, just keep going through. There we go. I think I needed from here, I needed like, I don't know how many marks I needed, maybe more, 20. I think I need 20 more to complete it. So I didn't run the clock all the way through to the end because I was pretty certain I got already my share. So there we go. Anyway, I started using AoEs here because I'm like, I had enough of marks, I think. And I really wish they would add some sort of counter for these feats here. Just so that you know when you can get out of the battle and finish it. So there we go, that's how I completed here the marked feat here in Sector 4 using 2 different teams, Jedi Knight Revan as well as Troopers. I run Revan first, but then once I ran Troopers actually, so the Troopers are much better here if you do have them geared up. Because they're getting a lot more turns, and you know you can just keep a little bit attacking their Zombie, and I think the Troopers could probably do it in a single battle, apply mark 4 times, I'm pretty certain. Alright guys, hope you find this video useful and helpful, showing you how I completed here the 1x1 feat where you have to apply a mark on at least 40 enemies, but this is incorrect because as you've seen here, even when I was applying marked with Piet on my allies, not enemies, it still counted. As mentioned before, Jedi Knight Revan can apply mark on enemies, then Piet can apply on his allies, and then Grievous as well, but his mark is, you know, a bit random, is a passive, is not an active ability. So while it will count, you know, I think the Troopers, if you do have them, are the quickest way to achieve this feat. Alright guys, hope you find this video useful and helpful. Let me know in the comments below or on my Discord server, but until then, have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.